When you open a study in Labvanced, the left navigation changes from General to Study-specific tabs. These tabs provide access to all the tools you need to build, configure, test, and manage your experiment. The Study Design tab defines the overall structure of your experiment, organizing tasks, blocks, sessions, and groups. Here is a real example of how this tab looks like when utilized. Tasks can be renamed, duplicated, deleted, or opened from here. You can then add them to blocks. Under Sessions, you can set up which tasks are performed when. This is handy for longitudinal studies. In this example, participants will do the Corsi block tapping task and the dot probe task in the first session, while in the second session they do the digit span. Under the groups, then you can assign specific sessions per participant group. You can also modify controls by specifying group weights or participant requirements per group. You can also schedule when particular sessions are open, the earliest and latest starting times. Task Editor lets you design the actual tasks. This is where you add objects and customize the tasks, set up events to record data, and more. The Task Editor is where mostly all the designing and editing of tasks occurs, so it's quite powerful. Be sure to check out the documentation for that. The Settings tab controls how your study behaves. Here you specify and control nearly all global aspects of your study, such as main settings and defaults, controls for the screen and devices, subject participation, physiology, like eye tracking calibration settings, special features. There are a lot of options under the Settings tab, so spend a few minutes when you get a chance reading through the options. The Variables tab provides a list of all custom variables created in the experiment, as well as the system variables available. Clicking on a particular variable allows you to edit its settings. Variables are a core functionality in Labvanced as they are used to store recorded data as well as to navigate the experiment dynamically. So be sure to understand how they function. The Media tab provides an overview of all media used in the study, images, videos, and audio, and shows whether they are available or missing. Text and Translate tab allows you to translate your study into other languages and, very importantly, to modify system-based messages like the calibration instructions for webcam eye tracking. The Launch and Participate tab is where you prepare your study for participation. Start test runs, set access options, link to crowdsourcing platforms, and generate participation URLs. Under the Subject Management tab, you can add participants, invite them via email, and access subject lists and statistics. Finally, Dataview Export allows you to inspect, manage, and export all recorded data, as well as control the format in which the data should be exported. At any time, you can return to the Main App tabs by clicking Open Main Menu. With these study-specific tools, Labvanced helps you build and manage experiments with powerful technologies and controls at your fingertips.